indigenous peoples with their continued presence. There's been a moment of silence. Positional reports will be in the minutes. Once again, I'd like to remind everyone that the Secretary of the Senate position is still available. As we gain more members to the Senate, that will be offered to everyone, so everyone has an equal chance. For those who have interviewed, do not worry, I haven't forgotten about you. I don't want to hear my voice. Okay, that said, no big notes from the chair, but I do have a very important message. I want your full and undivided attention. All eyes on me. Don't look away. I found a Game Boy. Oh my gosh, I found it at like an old shop, and it's just like the one I had when I was a kid. It's so cool. Watch it. It makes the noise. Oh, it's so cool. Anyway, all right. It's red. It flips. That was my important message. I got Shrek the Third to play with it. Just Shrek's a fun movie. Anyway, with that said, I'd like to approve the minutes. So I will entertain a motion. Thank you. Do I have a second? Do I have opposition? Nope. Okay, cool. We'll move on to approval of the agenda. Motion to approve the agenda. Thank you. Do we have a second? Thank you. Any opposition? Hearing none, seeing none. Awesome. We have no guest speakers. We have no unfinished. Well, this is unfinished business, but I already scheduled it as part 2. So we're going to move on to this bill that I want to show you. Here it is. Okay. So currently there is a 5th Greek Life Council that's been added to the university, and we do not currently have allocation or seats allocated for them. We also do not have specific seats allocated for the graduate college. So seeing that we have 6 senator at large seats, I would like to allocate 1 to the 5th Greek Life Council and then 2 to the graduate college. We would be amending the bylaws in Article 2, Section 1, Subsection 2. And that's how it reads. I guess I'll read it a lot. It'll state, of the 28 Senate seats, 18 of those seats shall be reserved for 2 representatives from each of the 7 academic colleges of Western Michigan University, with the addition of the Lee Honors College and the Graduate College. 5 additional seats shall be reserved for the leaders of Greek Life Councils, and that will be in place of the 28 seats, or Senate seats, 16 of those shall be reserved for 2 representatives from each of the 7 academic colleges of Western Michigan University, with the addition of the Lee Honors College. 4 additional seats shall be reserved for the leaders of the Greek Life Council. I've waived the read-only period, so I would like we'll entertain questions. Oh, please come up to the podium. People at home are having trouble hearing. My apologies.
Yes, I was wondering why we should reallocate these instead of adding new seats.
I believe because the 28 seats are allocated originally in the Constitution, and because they're in the Constitution, it would take a general election to change, which is why instead of creating more seats, we'll dig into the senator at large seats. Any other questions? Hearing none, seeing none, we can move into discussion. Anyone have anything they'd like to discuss? Hearing none, seeing none, we'll move into a vote. All in favor, please raise your hands. Cabinet can't vote. So if you're a senator, please raise your hand. 1, 2, 3. That's everyone in. Everyone here. So like double screening it. 3. That's 0. Or excuse me. That is a approval of 3, 0 with 1 abstention. And that's that. Move on to our next. Next agenda item is cabinet confirmations part 2. I'll open it up to President Alexis Morris to begin those.
All right, You all hear me? Perfect. We're gonna get started today with the first cabinet confirmation process. So those who are unfamiliar, essentially we allow the person coming into the position, the nominee, to come and speak, tell us about themselves, why they're interested in the position, and then we can field some questions from the Senate. That all makes sense. Perfect. Okay, so without further ado, Brad, if you want to step up here and just tell us a little more. Oh, yes. So we'll be doing them in a slate, kind of like we've done before.
All right, Marin, who else is on the agenda? Oh, yeah, you can come up, the others next to as well.
Allocation Vice Chair Chang Kit Sun, and then Vice President for IT, Manipulawan. She's on,
You go first.
Right. Hello, everybody. My name is Narendra Nageswaran, and I'm here for the confirmation of the Vice President of Allocation. A little bit about myself. My name is, I'm at the graduate school pursuing applied economics with a concentration of economic development. The reason why I'm interested in this position is because this is pretty new for me, and leadership position has been something I've always been in. So allocating and reading proposals and stuff has always been my interest, and this is a good opportunity for me to include that and learn and expose myself. I would entertain any questions if there is, but yeah,
We'll do questions afterwards.
okay.
So then your vice chair can go now.
Before that, can we move the podium so they can interact with these people as well? Does that make sense?
Rotate.
Yeah, okay. Is that okay? Thank you.
You push it slightly that way.
Yeah.
But he is.
Yeah.
Hi everyone, I'm Shankit. I'm an international student, double majoring in political science and global international studies. I'm an honors student, and I'm running for this position because I've never run anything related to finance or allocation before, so I'm pretty much interested. I've always been part of the executive side of student body. I was the vice president when I was in high school. I was a head prefect, captain when I was in the college. If that makes sense. Yeah, so it's a passion of mine, and I hope that I can improve. Thank you.
Feel free to start whenever you like.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Hi everyone, my name is Menuka Galan. My pronouns are she, her, hers, and I'm running for the position of Vice President for Information Technology. I am a junior majoring in computer science and minoring in mathematics. And a little bit about myself. I have been involved in WSA past semester as a representative for my organization, the Police Students Association. Other than that, I work as an academic mentor and learning assistant. This year, I'm also appointed as a IT coordinator for another RSO here on campus, where my jobs and responsibilities are pretty much similar to what I will be doing here in WSA. I've also done projects related to web development and building applications. So with my collective skills and experiences that I've gained through all of these positions, I think I would be best fit for this role. Also, I really believe in the mission and vision of our WSA, so it will be an honor for me to serve as a vice president for this role. Thank you.
That, if you walk down the hallway, please, and then.
Wait, questions?
Oh, you're right. We do questions. So, don't go away. We'll begin the question and answer portion. If anyone has a question for either three of the candidates.
This one's for you.
Could you speak up a bit more so we
Yeah,
can hear
yeah,
you?
yeah. This one's for you. What did you say you were the vice president of the high school again?
Sorry, I spoke wrongly. So I was vice president for the student body in my college before I transferred here. And I was the school captain when I was in high school.
And what did you accomplish doing that? What would you say your biggest accomplishment?
So as vice president of the student body at then, I was promoted as chairperson for the unifying event. So technically, because it's unlike America, where you only have one program, which is the American degree program. But in my college, we have about 7 programs. So 7 individual programs, and what I have to do is that I have to organize an event. We did a charity run on mental health, and we unite all 7 programs and have an activity together. That was something that I felt most accomplished, and we raised 10,000 ringgit Malaysia, which is like 2,000 USD for the mental health organization in Malaysia.
Right, I'd like to extend that question to Ryan and Manuka. Ryan, go first. What's your biggest accomplishment?
Right. So in the recent years, probably just 2020 now, I was the president for Malaysian Student Association, and it was during COVID, so it was a hard time, but transitioning from everything in person to online was a big challenge. So we came up with a project called Masak Pairs, which was a project where it was something related to COVID, where we needed to address the 3 main things during COVID that students are facing, especially international students. It will be mental health, physical health, and limited opportunities. So we partnered with National Malaysian Student Association and also the Embassy of Malaysia. So we extended, we did a lot of programs, seminars, and a lot of things. But basically, we were interested in being a body in ensuring that people know that there's safe space and there are people behind that. So that will be that, and then also intern with Center of Excellence Commonwealth Youth Malaysia, and we were focusing on mental health. So a lot of my things were like being passionate about mental health and trying to, but it has no relation to allocations. But again, that's where we want to expose ourselves to different fields, so that and I really like the motto of what the WSA this year, empowering and also accessibility, which I feel the allocations committees should be more accessible, and that's what we are working on right now so far.
Thank you. Manuka, what is your biggest accomplishment?
So when I work as a public relation officer in my organization, NSA, there was a lack of unity and a kind of like all of us getting together, a community space for all of us. So we were able to organize the first ever Nepali night, the biggest organization, the biggest celebration where everyone, all the community, all the members of our community were able to get together in the same place and have fun together. It was before pre-COVID, before COVID time. And then we also organized a book donation campaign where we could, like all the members could donate their textbooks or any kind of resources. It was and share with the members. Another things are I have built projects relating to websites and also some applications. So those are some of the things I have been involved with my previous positions. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other questions for the 3 candidates as a body? Hearing none, seeing none, I'll ask that 2 of you please enter the hallway. Put her in the waiting room. Thank you. All right, with them out of the room, we'll begin discussion. Does anyone have any talking points about either or all of the candidates? Please come up to the podium too.
Say hello in the mask.
Yeah, keep it.
So I think, Cheng, I think he has an immeasurable amount of experience for this position. I know him outside of WSA too. I haven't known him too long, but, we're both part of College Democrats and we also work at the office together. And, last week he told me, the same thing about how he was able to raise $10,000 in that mental health awareness program. Along with the other financial experiences he has as far as allocating finances goes. Really in like both in Malaysia and in his time in the United States. So I think that achievement of raising $10,000, I think it shows he knows how finance works, but also knows how to distribute those finances properly. And I think that's what makes him very qualified for this position. I think he's very competent given his past experiences and what he's been involved in with allocations, among many other things. So I think he's more than qualified for this position for those reasons I mentioned.
Thank you. Any other discussion points? Not for militia, so we're good. That means it's good. That means we're all good. We can begin voting. So starting with Moran for Vice President for allocations. All in favor, please raise your hand. As every senator in the room has voted in favor, that is 301 abstention for Moran. He is now our Vice President for allocations. Vice Chair for allocations, Shankin Sun. All in favor, please raise your hand. That is everyone. 301 abstention. And for Vice President for IT, Manuka Galan. All raise your hand. Again, 301 abstention. We can begin our slow clap now. Congratulations, all three of you have been appointed to your roles. We'll now move on to our next three.
To be Alicia, Piper, and Michelle.
That's one. Okay.
In the same office. Talk about yourself. Feel free.
All right, hey everyone, my name is Alicia Ewing. I am running for the VP for Student Affairs. Last year I was one of the senators for Lee Honors College, and I'm also served this year as the special events coordinator for Star One, which is the paper engineer in ISL.
You can tilt the mic down so you don't stand your tiptoes.
Okay, it's a calf workout. Let's see. Where was I? Oh, so I like service leadership because every leadership opportunity that I consider, I approach with the idea of servant leadership, as in serving whoever I'm supposed to be leading. So in this case, it's the students. I'd love to serve you guys as VP for Student Affairs. Right now, I'm working on a few projects. The first one being organizing this year's Fall Mental Health Week with Charles, who's our VP for Community Involvement. We're talking to CAB and BSA about a collaboration with that. And I'm also working on developing org charts for the university. I think that's it.
Thank you. Trevor.
So my name is Piper Melton Roy. I use she, her, hers, by the way. I am a music ed and Spanish major here at Western, and last year I was senator to the College of Fine Arts in WSA. So that was a really great experience because I got to see what WSA is all about and be a part of student government that's really, making change, doing things, hosting events. It's all very exciting. And so I'm very excited to have the position as VP for Sustainability this year. already. We're looking to get people on the Sustainability Grant Allocations Committee. And, I'm working to advocate for sustainability on campus. If you ever have any ideas about that, email me, let me know.
Thank you.
Hi, everyone. My name is Michelle Herrera. I'm a fourth-year student here at Western, double majoring in film and advertising and promotion. I was the VP of Public Relations 2 years ago before COVID hit, and I decided that I wanted to come back just because I like serving the Western community, our student body. One of my goals within this role is to increase the representation of the Latinx community here and the student government by bringing back one of the initiatives that I attempted to start 2 years ago when I was in this role, but due to COVID and other factors, we weren't able to like fully execute it. So that I want to bring that back, and my hope is just to like bring back the Latinx community.
Thank you. Does anyone have questions for the three of them? We're light on folks, but any questions?
It must be really good.
Really? Griffin?
Alicia. Can I come up to the podium?
Yeah, come up to the podium.
I figured I might. And questions have to be asked.
Yeah, all three.
So this one's for Alicia. What was your biggest challenge, at least legislative wise, would you say you face as a senator for the Leon's College?
I would say that my biggest challenge was, okay, so as we all know, the Lee Honors College isn't a specific academic college. So my biggest challenge was probably trying to get people interested in being active in the Honors College, because like they already have to be involved with their academic college. So trying to get them involved in a secondary one is not the easiest job. So I would say that was the biggest challenge.
I'm going to extend that question the other day. What is the biggest challenge you face? Either one of you can start.
I guess because I was a senator, I can kind of speak on the same thing. I would say the biggest challenge is probably COVID, especially since I was mostly remote at home. And so it was hard to get people to come to my online forums. And even though I was hearing student concerns when I was talking to them face to face or like personally, it was just hard to get those all voiced in the forum setting like I wanted to.
I kind of touched on this already, but I think one of the challenges that we currently face and that we also faced 2 years ago was again the lack of Latinx representation in student government. I believe that it just takes one person to like initiate to take the steps and showing up and participating and advocating for the community to have the whole village follow. But that is something I do want to work on and focus on this year, is just bringing that representation.
So Solomon here. Oh my gosh, I want to ask a question. Which day is better, Friday or Saturday? One of you guys, all of you have to answer now. Your answer would determine how I vote. I don't vote, but
Friday.
why?
That's why. Friday has better vibes. I'm just gonna say Saturday, I feel like, it's already half the weekend. You're thinking about homework, in my case, practicing, but Friday, it's a free-for-all.
Right on.
I would say Saturday, because Friday, there's still potential for classes. You can still have an exam on a Friday. And on Saturdays, you don't really have classes and you don't have an exam. So that's always a good thing.
I would say Fridays, just because if you go out on a Friday night, you have Saturday to sleep in and relax. Not really have to stress out and have to wake up early, have responsibilities unless if you have to work, but if you work Monday through Friday, then you're good.
Thank you, all of you. Seems the Fridays have it in this group. Do with that information what you will as you vote. Please enter the hall for discussion.
He's trying to get me kicked off.
Alrighty, we will enter into the discussion period. Anything anyone has to say on the three of them as a whole or separately?
Well, I agree with Alicia that Saturday is a better day. Also, I think, when she said, one of her biggest challenges, she said, was, trying to, know what students' interests were in the Honors College and how she handled it. I think, her experience makes her very qualified for, VP Student Affairs. I know she has a lot of experience, not just in WSA, but through university involvement as a whole. And I feel like with how much she knows about students, I feel like that knowledge could take her very far as she answers. I also think, with her interactions with students could help her get to know what students' interests are, and I think she could bring those to the table when she comes as VP Student Affairs. So I think she's a suitable person for this position.
Thank you. Any other discussion points? Hearing none, seeing none, we will begin voting. So with that, for Vice President for Sustainability, Piper Melton. All in favor, raise your hand. Okay, that's 3-0-1. All in favor for Vice President for Student Affairs, Alicia Ewing. All in favor, raise your hand. 0-1 abstention. And then for Vice President for Public Relations, Michelle Herrera. All in favor, please raise your hand. 3-0-1 abstention. We can begin our slow clap. Congratulations, the three of you are confirmed, although Alicia is on thin ice with her Friday. That said, how do you want to deal with?
Anybody else?
So we have time, but you know.
So actually, I can kind of make some commentary. We have the agenda pulled back up
Yeah, I think
just to see who's left.
I already sharing. Oh no, I'm not. Okay. Sure. To Maine Judicial Council, Ashlyn, and then.
Perfect. Okay, so Ashlyn is not here yet. I know she's coming from a class. So I think that would probably just have to be either tabled or held off to another meeting. As for the associate justices, they will be coming to next week's joint session. It's just a way to get them through both the House and the Senate. So they're being held off until next week. And then the final thing to touch on is Vice President for Rules, Bylaws, and Administration. Unfortunately, and I plan on releasing more of like a memorandum on this to both both the House and the Senate. But unfortunately, we have not heard back from Brian in any form of communication since the 15th of August. And unfortunately, I have called for his resignation with no response. So we're still reaching out, but as of right now, we're going to have to start recruiting for a new VP for our Rules, Bylaws, and Administration.
None of you can be that, by the way.
Yeah, correct.
You can, but like don't. We're already short staffed.
Yeah, so just so you all are aware that we're going to start recruiting for that in the coming weeks. It's unfortunate. I think we're all kind of worried about Brian. So if any of you hear from him, even if it's, you know, he wants nothing to do with WSA for whatever reason, let me know. Yeah, I think we're all just concerned.
We're very concerned.
Yeah. Perfect. Yeah, I think Ashlyn is going to show up later, so it's up to you if you want.
Well, let's scap for a bit, shall we? How about use that word? No? Okay, let's talk for a bit.
But I feel like we need a story to lighten the mood.
A story time.
Wait.
You did. Who's not here?
I think she's at the door.
Oh, there she is.
All right, I'm gonna stop.
Okay, where do I go? You go up to the podium and talk about it.
Vice President of University Pride, Ashland Jackson Truitt.
Hey y'all, my birthday on Wednesday.
My favorite bird.
All right.
There you go.
Okay. Hi, my name is Ashland Jackson Truitt. I am the Vice President of University Pride. I am a sophomore. So the reason I would like to be University Pride is because I want to bring more connection between the staff and students and between WSA and the staff and RSOs. I just would like to promote our school more, promote WSA more, and just show off everything for everybody. Out of breath. Hold on. Okay. So with that being said, I started planning the 100th anniversary to show that WSA has been around for a long time and to show like what we have done for our school, for our RSOs, and how we can still impact the later years that are coming up. Although like this is my first year, I'm definitely proud to be a part of WSA, and I do want to show a lot of pride with that because without WSA, where would we be? It's the biggest RSO on campus. It's our student government. And without our student government, where would we be? So yeah. If you guys have any questions, let me know.
So we'll be entertaining questions for, I guess the slate is one person, so you can direct them towards Ashland this time. Griffin's very, we love you, Griffin. Alex. Yeah.
I think I lost my question on the way up here, but hold on, give me a second here. It's been a long day, a long few weeks.
Don't worry, Alex, you like the dog going.
Wow, I feel personally attacked. Well, Ashland, I was just wondering what plans do you have to promote WSA more, especially for Western Wednesdays? What do you have planned for that? And I'm just trying to, yeah, I lost it. I'm so sorry. You
I
get
basically
my-
got
you
what
get
you're
my-
saying.
You got what?
I
Okay,
wanna say I
great.
got. So for the future events that I'm looking to, I do want to try to start a scholarship with us. And then probably the names of one of our presidents or just anything to give back to our school, give back to our students. It may not be a huge scholarship, but something that we can give back to our students. I also want to bring more of our mental health RSOs, try to do more with them, because I know that's a big thing that we don't connect together. We have mental health RSOs on campus, but yet WSA has their own mental health week, and we don't include them. We don't try to do stuff with them. So my best friend, she actually is a part of vice president of Removing Every Obstacle. And Precious, that girl I know, she is a part of Sigma Gamma Rho, and she is the president of Exhale, which is also a mental health group on our campus. I want to bring them together to do something with us for both of our semesters of mental health week. I do want to try to have more events. Like I know with the 100th anniversary week, there's not just a banquet, it is other stuff for us to do. There's going to be painting a pot, community service, other stuff for staff and students to be a part of. So over time, I am planning stuff. Probably try to do something like a haunted house for students to come into through the Barnhart Center. I still have like a lot of things I want to do, but this is my first year. Like I said, I'm still figuring out what WSA can and cannot do, but there's a lot that I have in mind. And I was talking to Eric and Alexis about when I first was trying to be elected. Oh, your girl is tired. But there's the answer to your question.
Thank you.
Any other questions?
Have you considered looking at maybe the list of speakers for the naming of the scholarship? I think I can think of like one.
Dakota,
Yeah,
you want one?
I do.
I think we could go like speaker anchor from 2 years ago.
No, that's too far back. No one will remember.
We can do something for you this time because you're gonna graduate.
The Dakota Shapiro Speaker Pride Award.
Sounds great. We're gonna put that on the list. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I do have a lot in mind, But it just depends on what we're able and capable to do and what I can get help from other people from, because I can't do it all the time by myself. You know, I'm one person, I'm still in school like you guys, and I still have a job. Gotta pay for my apartment, y'all. It's just a lot. But yeah, thank you.
Any further questions?
Wait, do I need to stay? You gotta get out.
Oh.
It's okay, I got a son with him.
I know it's, I remember.
Cool. Okay. Now that it's out of the room, we can enter into discussion. Alex, take the podium.
actually-
Take the podium, please.
Oh,
Take the podium, please.
Pick it up and take it.
Yeah, let me just. Ashland has a lot of energy, if you cannot tell, which I just love, and you need someone with a lot of energy in that position. She seems to be doing great with planning the 100th anniversary. That is a lot. So, and she just continues to keep knocking it out of the park. And I think Mental Health Week with University Pride, Student Affairs, I think that's going to be a hit as well. She just seems, for someone who's new to the organization, she just seems well determined, and I know she's going to do great things in that role. So, vote for Ashley.
Anyone else? Hearing none, seeing none, we can move. Oh, I see. Okay, go ahead.
The mic.
I already was there, Alex.
Okay.
I know.
Don't forget to take it with your sleeve.
So I just want to say about one thing about Ashland in particular is that, like, I was a former vice president for University Pride. That position can drain a lot out of you. It really can, because you're the forefront of the WSA in some of our external spaces. Whether you know it or not, between Western Wednesdays, between trying to get understanding of what our organization does for the students and how you can be a better part and a bigger part than just student defending everyday classes. And so to be the former vice president for University Pride, I just want you all to know, like, I hand selected her. Like, there were plenty of applicants, for this position, and she's the only person I could see doing this role and like just taking it to the moon. So if that holds any merit. That's it.
All righty. Any other discussion? Hearing none, seeing none, we will vote for vice president for University Pride, Ashland, Jackson, Truett. All in favor, please raise your hand. Everyone in the room can vote, so that's 3, 0, 1 abstention. We can begin our slow clap. Congratulations, you have been confirmed. With that, that exhausts all of new business at 5:09. I have no announcements other than please continue to, trying to think of it in my head. I'm not trying to share this thing. Advertise for the Senate. You should all have the link, I hope, to the form. We need more members, and it is only 3 of the 4 others besides myself here. We'd like to have more people here. We'd like to rival the House at least. We'll never supersede them in numbers, but we'll always be cooler. So that said, I'll go to notes from the senators. Does anyone in the Senate have anything they want to say? Awesome. Notes from cabinet. I saw President Morris's hand first.
What's up, people? So 2 things. The first one being on Saturday, October 2nd, we're trying to do a huge WSA volunteer day. So I'll be real honest with you guys. The board of trustees, secretary, and chief of staff came to me and said, we came to a different organization asking for 30 to 40 volunteers, and they said, yeah, we'll do it. And apparently they have less than 10. So we are hoping that we can fill the volunteer roles for this event. It's for commencement. It's for all of the grads that didn't get a proper graduation. So if you're available on Saturday, October 2nd, please come out and help. We're going to do a breakfast in the morning. We're going to do volunteering at the campus card parade, and was it 10 to 12? Yeah. And then at 12:30 to 5:30, we're going to work that event. You get free t-shirts. We got some free meals, and a lot of bonding time with one another. So that's subsection A. Right, right? If you're also looking for, if you're looking for free food too, what's that date? Friday, October 8th. So a little less than a week later, we're doing the 100th anniversary celebration. The RSVP link closed on Friday, but if you have not RSVP'd and you want to come, please come see me after this meeting. We'll get you signed up and you can attend. Because it will actually be closing today.
But we would yell at you if you didn't RSVP because I did let everyone know.
What's up?
Yeah, I didn't have it.
Bro, you're good.
But, we have our MXCGA meeting today, so
Okay.
I think I had the link.
Yeah, I can send you the link. Yeah, if you do by midnight tonight.
Are you gonna slide?
Yeah.
Go up and slide and it should be up there. You like to read up and all that because she's sitting in there.
All right, yeah, and I'll just have the link pulled up, and I think they want to sign up.
Yeah, it's free meal. It's actually a really nice meal. We're having like a jazz band. Dr. Montgomery's giving remarks. So it'll be a good time. Sweet, thank you. Also, so yeah, if you want to sign up for volunteering or you want to sign up for that event, just come see me right after. Thank you.
Vice President Lawrence.
I got something.
Oh, did you have something you want?
Oh, yeah.
I'll wait.
Okay, you're good. Wait, what?
Hi, everyone. I just want to thank everyone who came out to the Earshot and Manji events that happened on Monday and Tuesday. It was a great success. Everyone I talked to enjoyed it, learned a lot. There is talk now. I meet with VP Brenneman in Government Relations on Friday, and there is talk about continuing to implement the Moral Courage Project on campus, thinking about doing a mentoring program. So moral courage mentors that might be coming to campus. We're still trying to work out funding for that. Next week, next Thursday at 5 p.m., Legal Women Voters, Some Media Network, and We Vote are hosting a Kalamazoo City Mayor Candidate Forum. So if you're interested in to see who is running for mayor in the city of Kalamazoo, the link is in the minutes from the meeting, which Dakota will send out probably tonight or tomorrow. And then I am currently looking for a co-chair / liaison for me. So if you're interested in working in political affairs and helping me plan dinner with delegates that will take place in March, I'm here. Feel free to come talk to me after this meeting and maybe we can set up a meeting and have a conversation. With that, I yield.
Thank you.
I just speak, Alex, I was gonna say you absolutely.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
I got you.
You have something?
I just wanted to say that I have set up meetings with Provost Bott for the first Thursday of every beginning in October. I will be sure to get that added to the agenda for both cabinet and senate and hopefully house meetings as well, so that if anybody has anything they want me to bring up, they can.
Thank you. Vice President Ewing.
Charles and I are planning mental health week. If you want to help, let us know. That's it.
Any other cabinet members before Eric? Executive Vice President.
Ooh, I got the title.
Oh, you do? Who's gonna tell him?
Oh.
Well, Alexis, you might have gotten to go first, but you know they say save the best for last.
Oh! Listen to the girl, they hear
Unfortunately, you can't make motions in this body except silence.
Wow.
Sorry, Alexis and I get very snarky with each other. I have a couple of announcements. First of all, Captain Dave Powell of the College of Aviation, he's our dean, is retiring. His last day in the office is October 7th.
And I'd like to thank the WSA on behalf of the Aviation Student Council. WSA sponsored a oar that we are getting for Captain Powell. Captain Powell's plans for after retirement is to be on his boat a lot. So we have an oar that has the logo and then to Captain Powell from your students. So we're giving him a nice oar as a nice memento, and WSA was willing to foot that bill. So thank you to the Aviation Student Council for making that proposal, and thank you to WSA for funding it. As a reminder, Trick or Treat will be occurring on WU's main campus on October 29th, starting at 7 p.m. Almost every single academic college has confirmed that they will be present. I've also heard from the Department of Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion and the Division of Student Affairs that they will also be there. Alex, do you have a question?
Yes, I do.
Yes, let it.
I'm joking. Can you make sure that they are only supplying king size bars?
No, I cannot.
We're not,
I
like,
cannot. We're trying to leave it up to the discretion of the colleges. We told them to hopefully anticipate 250 students. However much candy they get is up to them.
Alright, I'm gonna call my dean.
Feel free to call your dean. And then lastly, I just want to have a moment of silence for the Detroit Lions after they were slaughtered by the Detroit Packers 35-17.
By the refs.
So thank you very much. Go Pack, go.
All righty, everybody. That was cabinet, unless another cabinet member wants to say something.
oh, I got one more.
You're too late. Public comments, get back. Huh? He's not, he's a cabinet member.
If you are not registered to vote, you can go to wmis.turbovote.org and register to vote today.
Okay.
Broncos vote
Is it for our schools to vote or just like for mayor and everything counts?
for with the whole US. So yes.
Oh.
So state, federal, local, if you want to vote, make your voice heard and get some old people out of Congress, you know. Register to vote.
What's that mean to do?
wmis.turbovote.org.
It's also in the minute.
Can you just give me a second? I want to make sure you
Not
guys have
in
it.
the minute.
What? Oh.
Thank you, guys. I didn't even know that my name was.
All right, so we're all good then.
All right. With that, comments from the public. Anyone have any public comments?
Someone make a motion.
You want to introduce our knowledge that are here today that are coming?
Right, we can. So we have two people in the room who are just eyeball in the Senate, seeing how it is. Hang on one moment. Desperately trying to remember their names. Williams. I've had a lot of applications.
It's just science.
Yeah.
Thank you. Oh my God. Okay, Josiah and Sam. Thank you for what? So I know.
Wow, that email's blowing up.
I know. I'm finally glad. Anyway, they're here just to get an eye for how this is run. Please be kind. We want them to stay, or we want them to consider at least. Not kind to me. Like that scholarship then. Anyway, yeah. So if they have any questions, this is an order to answer them. I can only tell the senators to do that, but Kevin, you too. Yeah. Do you guys have anything you wanted to ask? Any questions?
Oh my gosh.
Alicia, you weren't one of them.
Well, what colleges are they from? And what? Oh, so you learned a new language, because philosophy is a new language. What's the other? Ooh, that's an outsider.
Yeah, we found it, you know.
Yeah, that's great. All right, order, says me.
Is there a motion?
We will now entertain a motion to adjourn at this early hour. Who said that? Okay, thank you. I can't tell who's talking with the mask. Thank you, Megan. Second? Opposition? Oh, gotcha. Okay, thank you. Consent, any? One of you? can I give consent?
No. You can.
Griffin, say consent. Thank you. Any opposition? No opposition. Okay, we have now adjourned at 5:00.